Here we are.
Always that song gets me.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, baby. It's almost Thanksgiving. We're at what? A week away?
A week away is a week and 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, it's a week from this Thursday.
Awesome. So, Thanksgiving is coming. I want to show you something different that you can go for Thanksgiving. I know the turkey and the stuff like that, but I'm going to show you how to make porchetta.
Oh, porchetta, not porchetta.
Oh, porchetta.
No,
Porchetta. Porchetta. It is basically delicious. Oh, look at that picture.
I know, isn't that beautiful?
It is deliciously stuffed pork, slow roasted to a perfection golden brown. Now, porchetta, look at that. Porchetta came originally from the town of Arista, which is south of Rome. Porchetta is a peasant dish.
Oh, a peasant dish, like lobster used to be?
Like lobster used to be.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what's the definite recipe for porchetta? I don't have one. I'm gonna show you how I make it. Of course, this is a peasant dish. It basically, where you are, they would stuff it with whatever they have. So, in Rome, lots of sage, lots of rosemary, in some parts of Rome, mint. There is people that I've seen stuffing porchetta with Italian sausage, with raw eggs. Listen, each region has its different. But one thing is for sure is the basic ingredients are sea salt, coarse sea salt, good extra virgin olive oil, bunch of rosemary. This came from our gardens here at school, and pepper. Now,
And fennel?
and fennel. Fennel, I add this one because I like it. Garlic too.
Feel free to add bacon too.
There are some places in Rome that not only they add fennel, they add the flour of the fennel seed, which is very expensive. It's about $100 per
ounce.
No, it's kilo.
Oh.
It's something ridiculous, like $100 for 2 pounds, and it's a delicious fennel. There's a lot of recipes out there. There's a lot of things, but example, pepper. Pepper wasn't a peasant spice until basically through navigation we cut the trade from the Indias to Europe, because back in the Roman Empire this was worth gold. So what we agreed is salt, rosemary, because it grows wild. It's been growing in Europe for so many years, and salt. Now the theory is now porchetta is made with the whole pig.
Aha, the whole pig.
The whole animal deboned. You're gonna rub it in salt, and you're gonna really get the salt in, and you're gonna let it sit overnight. So some people take that the meat. So some people tell you the meat will take in the salt, and basically what is gonna happen is gonna push out the water a little bit, and the meat is gonna get seasoned. Next day you put the aromatics. You're gonna roll it, tie it, and bake it.
Boom.
You can use a whole pig, a half a pig. We don't have budget for a half a swine.
We don't.
And we cannot feed it here.
That's definitely not going to
So
fit here.
I'm gonna use the closest thing available, which is, I'll show you in a moment. But the first thing I'm gonna show you is rosemary. Rosemary fresh from the garden. I love rosemary because it's a perennial plant. It means it's a family of the pine tree. So if you break the stem and you touch it, it's kind of like
good.
has that resin.
Yeah.
It has that pine residue. So I love rosemary because also it grows during the winter time. So how to clean rosemary? Just of course wash it first, grab the tip, pull back, boom, rosemary is ready to use. Keep the stems because I can make skewers with this. Take chicken, skewer it, and grill it like that.
How about that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
You're roasting something, keep these bad boys, put them on the bottom of the pan. It's going to still impart flavor to whatever you're cooking.
Or a mirepoix.
It's
Not quite a mirepoix. But
No, wait, it's really predominant, rosemary. If you add it to the mirepoix, it's going to stand out. It's going to really stand out as the flavor of the mirepoix. So give it a rough chop. We're not looking for anything fine. I already have some pre-sliced rosemary. And now we proceed to cut our pork loin. Gloves, please.
Gloves, please, sir. One, is there two there?
Yes.
There
But
is.
Chef Carlo, why don't you use a half a pig?
We can't afford to have a pig.
Hey, if you
we're at college.
if you want to send us half a pig, we'll take care of it. We'll turn it into porchetta. We've got the ovens.
We'll even share it with you.
No, the reason also it's because this is more feasible for that Thanksgiving feast. And I like to offer something different in Thanksgiving. Like one year, I made a seafood pasta, which I made a seafood pasta. Everybody loved it. Another year, besides the turkey and the traditional stuff, another year I made seafood pasta. I made the turkey porchetta style. I deboned the whole turkey, rosemary, garlic, salt, and pepper, rolled it, tied it like a sausage, and I cooked the whole thing like that. I saved the skin, and where there's fat, there's tenderness.
That's right.
And it was the hit of
And
the...
Thanksgiving is a good time to change it up a little bit. You can always have turkey at Christmas. So
You can have turkey from now
I've
until
done
New
seafood,
Year's.
I've done beef loins. I've done all kinds of things. You don't have to have turkey every year. So
And there's going to be turkey.
unless you're a purist, and then you have to have it.
And now there's going to be turkey from now until New Year's in the fridge of the supermarket.
Yeah, it's like, where did all our turkey go? Well, we were watching this show.
Okay, so pork loins are about this long. I cut it in half to make it a little bit easier, and this is the part that goes on top. I don't like when I buy it at Harry's Theater because they trim a lot of the upper fat. I like to have a nice fat on top of it. I do have extra fat in my fridge because I keep extra pork fat.
Okay. Well.
and I lard it, which is basically cover it with fat and then tie it and roast it. Chef Carlo, what can you use? Bacon. Yes, you can use bacon. The only thing is smoked. You don't want to give a lot of smoked flavor.
Unless you like it that way.
Unless you like it that way. What I like to do is, I like to get the butcher, whatever they sell, fresh pork belly, and ask to see if they can slice it like bacon, and you can wrap that around your roast.
There you go.
The fat will protect the roast and hydrate it, because in the fat there's also fat and water, keeping your roast nice and moist.
Yeah.
So the one I'm going to take the leaner side and I'm going to butterfly it. Make sure you have a sharp knife to do this. And I'm going to give it a quick butterfly. Make sure you don't, you know what? Let me change camera so we can.
You want to switch?
Yeah,
Okay.
switch.
There
There
we
you go. So I'm not hiding for what I'm doing here.
Feels so weird over here. I feel like I'm in control.
Well, you are in control. You're the manager of the station. I'm just the cook that comes to make food.
So we're gonna fillet this out.
So
we have a one long piece.
Yeah, so I'm gonna butterfly. I'm gonna give it a first cut.
Okay. Because I came in yesterday, and you were doing the same thing, and you had already had. So I'm totally interested because I'm totally making this next Thursday. So I'm really interested in how you fly this out.
Okay, so it's like opening a book, and don't worry if you mess it up. When you're ready to tie it up, it will come all together.
Okay.
So it's just, I go about 1/2 inch underneath the skin, cut it open, and then as I cook, you decide, do you want to continue here, or you can come this way. I'm gonna just continue butterflying it. So basically, I want to go half-seas down here.
Ooh.
I know it's dangerous. We're playing in dangerous territory now. The good thing about pork is relatively not super expensive. So if you made a mistake, you can always slice this one and stir fry it.
That's true.
Hey, what happened to the porchetta for Thanksgiving? We're having Taiwanese stir fry now.
Yes, we are.
And there's nothing wrong to having a little bit of Taiwanese stir fried for your Thanksgiving.
No,
Again,
definitely not.
I love to mix it up with different cultural backgrounds and different flavors for Thanksgiving. Sorry, I'm concentrating, so I don't know how
that's
to talk.
okay.
I don't know how to talk and concentrate at the same time. I'm just a guy. I can barely chew gum
And walk.
and walk at the same time.
He's lying. Oh, he teaches classes here. He does everything at the same time.
So that's what we get. oh, but can you get another cut down there and split this open? I'm like, yeah, I could. I think we're gonna be completely fine here. So since I have my hands full of pork juice, you're gonna be my seasoning helper.
Okay.
Now, if I just roll it up, we're gonna end up
But the
with
same thing
this.
we just had.
Yeah, but why don't we make it fun? At this point, again, there is no specific recipe for porchetta. Each region will say that they have the best porchetta recipe. No, my town has the original recipe. No, my uncle used to do it this way. He's got the original recipe. No, you guys from the north don't know how to do it. You guys from the south don't know anything. And it can go on and on and on for generations. Wonderful thing is we live in America, baby, and we can do whatever we want. We actually borrow from many cultures to make our own food. Now, what I'm going to take is,
Look at that.
I'm gonna need your help for
Yes,
this
what
one.
you need?
Get a grove,
Grab a couple of these.
get a
Or at least
couple
one.
of that for the moment because I need you to pass me
Okay.
2 chunks. So I have
chunks.
here 2 chunks. I have chunks from the chuck of the pork, and look how much fat there is in there. I didn't say it was a fat-free dish, but it's gonna be a delicious one. The more fat I add in there, the more tender it's going to be. So Andrew's going like, Yeah, you can send that one back.
Okay.
Okay, gloves off. Thank you, sir.
Roger that.
Now we start with the seasoning and the aromatics. A little bit of olive oil. Just spread it around there. And I usually say not to cook with extra virgin olive oil, but this one, the flavor is really gonna be there. Salt, a good amount of, actually use, that one is the sea
Use
salt. Yeah, the other one is kosher salt. That one,
Should I go the other way?
yeah, get the bigger hole. There you go. There you go. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Don't be
I'm
afraid.
ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed. It's terrible.
Don't be
Just
afraid.
say when.
Don't be afraid. Alrighty then.
Because this is going to be drawing a lot of the moisture out of the pork as you let it sit,
Yes.
and seasoning at the same time.
And I actually like to rub it in. And at this point, I would leave it be a little bit more oiled and salt.
Okay.
Same process. At this point, I will leave it overnight in the fridge and let the salt work the flavor in. There is some people that go like, no, you gotta add even more salt, make it a layer. It's okay.
A layer of salt.
A layer of salt. Okay, salt, my friend.
I closed it up. Sorry, habit.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I've got people at my house that leave it open, and of course,
There you go. And we get the salt rubbed in really nicely. A little bit in here too. All right, good. And at this point, I would just let it be.
24 hours. In the
Overnight,
fridge.
yeah.
In the fridge.
In the fridge. Now, the way I like it, please sprinkle some rosemary in there.
Rosemary.
Rosa Maria or Rosmarino. Don't be afraid. It won't-
No, I wait for him to scream at me. No, it's too much. Take it off.
No, it's okay. Garlic.
Garlic, or you want the fennel?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They're all going in.
Everybody's in the pool.
Everybody's in the pool. Garlic, not too much. That's perfect.
Okay.
We have about 3 cloves of garlic, where it's not about, it's all about aromatic, make it nice and aromatic. Fennel. I like
How
to
heavy?
use.
How heavy on fennel do you like to go?
Go not too heavy, not
too
too
heavy.
light. There you go. About, say all of that, about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and then pepper.
Liberal on the pepper?
Liberal on the pepper, baby.
All right. Let me do this.
Look at that.
Shake a little bit.
All right. And at this point, we work it in. I can write myself on this one in a blanket.
It's a blanket of pork.
It's a blanket of beautiful stuff. Now, secret ingredient.
Okay.
Pass me the cold cuts.
Ah.
So, I know this is not very traditional, but I like to put mortadella in there. What do you mean, Chef Carlo? Pork on pork?
Pork within pork within pork.
So this is boar's head mortadella. Start putting some slices around here.
Lay it on here like a sandwich.
Like a sandwich. I love it. Mortadella has fat. It has great spices. Boar's head actually makes a really good product, and that's what I use at this point. And we're gonna be
One more
two
layer?
more. One here and one here.
Okay. And I had a little bit of this yesterday. I've not had. Oop, I'm just throwing it all over the place. And it tastes like ridiculously good bologna and salami mixed together. And it's
Yes,
so
and
good.
really good mortadella
Oh, yeah.
that come from the region of Lombardia. It might go up to $20 a pound, but it
Wow.
melts in your mouth
It
when,
does.
when it's cut nice and thin. Alrighty then, so now we're gonna start rolling this bad boy. So make sure also, so this is part of the upper side of the leg. It has that fat on the outside. And yes, it's fat in there. Is it gonna cook all the way? Yes, because I'm gonna cook it at 300 degrees for about 3 to 5 hours. Depend.
Yeah.
I know. I know. It's delicious.
I love this show. It's so sexy.
I know. So I can just roll it right there and call it a day. I like to add the pork in the center because it's gonna make it, it's gonna give it a little bit more, can we call it girth?
Sure.
Okay,
Gives it something to roll around.
a little bit more rosemary in there. You can take your fingers, there you go.
I know I can.
Okay,
Good.
fennel,
A little more fennel.
right on the pork line. Alrighty.
Huh.
I need you to,
What you going?
no, I'm gonna just, because I wanna give the camera, I wanna roll it the other way around.
Okay. We're gonna spin it.
Yes. Because I'm gonna start, so they can roll it, I can roll it and they can see. So this is the way it looks. And I know people and chefs that at this point, they're gonna let it sit even longer.
Really?
They're gonna tie it and let it sit and get all these flavors melt together. I'm just gonna go ahead, roll it. And of course, you can use the whole hog, but
Boom.
you can use the whole hog, but I think for home use, and before the show started, our producer told me, hey, by the way, there is a food truck in Raleigh that does this. I'm like, I gotta get out more.
Yeah. So Porchetta something. Look them up. Yeah.
Now, butcher's twine. I like to put my butcher's twine, you wanna bring this one in front so they can see it, in the metal container. Boom.
Sorry.
Put it there. Because what happens is when you work with the butcher's twine, you leave this one around, it's gonna roll all over the table. I like to put it in a metal container.
There you go.
That way, as I work, now we can put it here so they can see
Okay.
the deliciousness. Okay, now, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat.
Yes, there is, but only one way. Never mind.
So I like,
You want some scissors?
actually they're right there. So I like to tie my pork one string at a time. Double. I like to start from the center.
You got about 10 minutes left.
Oh, sweet.
Look how easy this is, y'all. You're gonna spend like 8 hours cooking a turkey or whatever it's gonna take, and this takes time to cook. Cut your finger off.
No, not my fingers. I make money with that. So I'm gonna give it
How tight are we tying this?
as tight as I can.
Really?
Because as it cooks, it's gonna lose a lot of moisture and it's gonna lose a lot of volume.
Gotcha.
Now, it will be awesome to use like elastic twine, but I don't like to use it because it's plastic. And no, there's actually, they have elastic twine that will withstand cooking.
Right.
But it's plastic, man. We're putting stuff in the food that we're not supposed to have. So I like to use good old butcher's twine. This one is 100% cotton, and that's my thing. But please. Okay, so double. double knot.
I was going to ask, did you make your hot dogs for Halloween?
No, I didn't.
We hardly had anybody come to the house for Halloween.
We had 3 kids, and that's it.
You just gave them all the candy.
Just gave them all the candy.
Just here.
I just gave them all the candy, and they were happy because I was giving full-size Kit Kats.
Oh, I'm coming
And
to
they
your
were
house
like,
next year.
huh?
I'm coming to your house next year.
Yeah, and I was sitting with a nice couple of adult beverages.
Nice.
Okay, this is your porchetta. I keep the seam on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing with time?
Good. We got 8 minutes.
Perfect. And that is it. Now you can run another one from end to end, but this is the basic look of your porchetta. A little bit more pepper on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be afraid. There you go. Salt.
These things.
Stop.
If you're watching Morton, I don't like these little lips.
Yeah, but stop closing that thing. What about that? And this is nice coarse salt. Give it another rub. If you can let it rest about overnight in this stage, go ahead. Or it's okay, you can roast it right away.
I can do that. I just start it on Tuesday and just let it sit, and then Wednesday roll it up, let it sit, and the next day. Oh,
Wine,
yeah.
beer.
Oh, absolutely.
Alrighty, so say bye-bye to that one. It's gonna go into the oven.
Okay.
Now, what
Your
we're gonna
chef, you want to switch? You want to give me that one?
yes. What we're going to do now,
Through the magic of television.
with the magic of television, what do you mean, Chef Carlo? What do you mean the magic of television?
It's the bread. Aha!
Oh, that's the bread.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I need that one. That's really
Ladies
light.
and gentlemen, you've just witnessed a miracle. He took porchetta and he turned it into
Bread. Ta-da-da! I can open my own church now. I call it the Church of the Pig. Swine pork. Okay, so
So you made this one yesterday?
yeah, I made this one yesterday. Roasted it yesterday while I was teaching my baking class.
Aha! Look at there.
Da-da-da. And the only
Wow.
reason I cover it now it's because it could keep nice and warm. But what you're gonna find here is, thank you, sire.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Genta. There's metal tongues over there. Pick it up. Oh, actually, here. I'm gonna put it right here. Now, inside here,
Oh, can we get
You're gonna
closer to
have-
that? Let's come down a little bit.
here, show that
go.
one to the
Got some-
crowds.
Got some juices in there.
Oh, save those, and I'm gonna show you what to do with them in a moment.
Okay.
And this is your porchetta, already made. Please cut the strings before you start slicing away.
Scissors?
No, because those we use. Oh, we didn't use it on the raw pork. Yes,
did.
please. I'm like, no, we use those on the raw pork. Cut, cut, cut. Get rid of all. Don't be lazy. And I'm talking to everybody because as chefs, sometimes we get like, I'll cut it later. Mom, I don't want to go to school.
So 350 for 4 hours?
300.
300 degrees for 4
Yeah,
hours.
I did start. I did get the oven hot.
Yeah, so you
at
get the
400 degrees, shoved it in, and then 20 minutes later, I lowered the heat to 300,
Right.
just to give it a nice crust on the outside. And I roasted it on cover for 4 hours.
Wow. 300, 4 hours. I'm memorizing, y'all. Sorry.
You know, you can always call me.
Yeah, but I've been a part of the show, so I've got to memorize. Why should I have to read the directions twice?
Because you always read directions. It's just like, almost like being a
Carpenter?
carpenter.
Measure twice, cut once?
Measure 20 times,
And then cut once.
cut once, because once you cut, you are done. And yes, it's a lot of, but I wanted to show, hey chef, what about if you would have done that before the show? No, I wanted to show you how long does it take. Oh,
It smells
smell that.
amazing.
Now, porchetta can be, in Italy, it's served either cold, hot, reheated, in sandwiches. Now in Italy, it's a lot. In Rome, you're gonna. What did you say?
On omelets.
This can be cooked on anything, and in Rome, you're gonna have a lot of food trucks. It says porchetta, and of course, the food trucks fight to see who's got the best porchetta.
Of course, you guys fight about everything over there, culinary-wise.
Well, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. And
Look at that.
oh yeah, and then you decide how thin you want to make it. Now, if it is, you can also cut it ice cold from the fridge. It will slice beautifully.
Nice.
And use it cold. But this is how your porchetta is going to look, whether you use a whole pig or a pork loin. It's beautiful. It's pink. It's delicious. And I heat it up this morning about 350 degrees, and then I just let it sit there with the aluminum foil so it could be nice. And it's going to be a little warm for the show.
Oh, that is so perfect.
That's how it's going to look. My favorite way of serving this. You ready, kid?
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
Aha. Bread.
Yes, Italian bread. We made it here at school. Get it open. I like to dig out a little bit of
A little bit of a hole.
a hole in there. Little excess. Now we're gonna do magic here.
Okay.
Drain the pan with the drippings. Oh, wait. How we doing with time?
We got about 2 minutes.
Woo! It's gonna be awesome. I got the bucket right here. Now, can you get a close-up of that,
Adam?
Mr. Adam?
Here, I'll move it to you. How about that?
So those are the nice roasting juices. Since we roast her at 300 degrees, they didn't burn on the bottom, and actually created this sauce that you can either sauce your porchetta. You can sauce it like that. Oh, my favorite, little bit of extra virgin on the bottom of the pan. And use this one for the bread. It's almost like a dressing, like at the delis, they use the vinaigrette for dressing.
Yes.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, shall we stuff it?
Please.
Can you grab a plate from down there?
I will. So we got about 60 seconds.
60 seconds, we got it.
60 seconds.
And that is, boom, put it right there. And that is your porchetta sandwich with nice roasted Italian bread. Great for Thanksgiving. You don't want to serve it as a sandwich. What about roasting some potatoes in that phone down there and serve it like that for your Thanksgiving weekend?
Awesome.
And hold on, we gotta.
What? We got to try things?
We gotta try it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, the juices makes it so. Guys, this is definitely something you want to make for your Thanksgiving if you don't want to do turkey.
I hope you guys have fun. You want to make it for, want to make it a smaller version? Take hot dog buns, and you can make it like an appetizer.
There you go.
And you can fill your hot dog buns with your porchetta. Also, it's going to be great for your Thanksgiving or just for a Sunday dinner.
That's right.
Thank you very much for watching. Are we out?
We are going. We're heading out. So next week we're going to do some sides, right?
Yes, we're going to do Thanksgiving sides a couple of days before Thanksgiving. We have so many sides to talk about and to make. We need to pick a couple because I have like 100 of them.
Yeah.
And we'll share a couple of Thanksgiving sides.
That sounds great. Make sure you check this out. Watch it again if you need to. It's super simple. Use it for your Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week on Talking Food.
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it. And send any questions or comments to us. Thank you.